right, Dan, we're in the car.
Yeah.
We're back in LA.
We're back.
Where are we going?
We're going to see an old friend, George Gankas. This is before Instagram even existed. I'm not going to look at the camera because I'm driving.
Yeah.
Before Instagram even existed, I got lessons from George. He basically taught me how to play, good golf. I remember when I was a kid, all the cool older kids were going to see this guy Gio out at Westlake, and I started getting lessons from him when I was probably 13 or 14 years old. He obviously blew up. I haven't gotten a lesson from him probably since I was 16 or 17, so really looking forward to it.
Well, he helped you get to scratch, right?
Yeah, I've made zero progress since. not exactly, but I'm just, my golf's been plateaued for really since like I was 15 or 16. There's been times where I've gotten down to, +1, +2. I'm up to now like a 1 because I haven't been playing as much. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what he says. I don't really know where my driver's going, which is an issue. So
this is the unsexy side, Johnny.
What do you mean?
I guess it is the sexy side.
It's the sexy side,
Depending on who's watching us. Yeah, I herniated a disc in my back in September, so I didn't play golf until the new year. So I'm going to tell George about that, but I got to stretch. Otherwise, I got no chance. Just no chance at all. Yeah, this is new. This is all new. Well, the shoes I wore once, but the new shirt.
They've really been stepping up their shoe game recently.
Yeah, well, I got Rihanna in the mix now.
Oh, really?
I think she's like the creative director or something. You should check her out. I don't know if that's true. No, not golf. Just overall, Puma. I was just telling him on the way over here, I think it's probably been a good 10 years.
Has it?
I mean, I've seen you at tour events and stuff, but since I've been at this range, the golf games, I haven't been playing that much. I've been working quite a lot. We were doing, we got Full Swing coming out in a week, and we've just been grinding. But
wait, are you doing Full Swing?
Yeah, I've done.
You are.
Yeah. I've done the first 2 seasons, and we're about to come out with
Those are
season
great.
3. Yeah, they're good.
So who'd you guys follow this year?
Ludwig a lot.
That dude's badass.
Yeah, he's unreal. He's like a robot.
He's so nice, huh?
He is really
On
nice.
the sideboard?
Yeah, he's like a robot. There was a lot of, we did a caddy episode this year, following a couple of the caddies.
The caddy should follow.
Ted Scott and
gotta be so
saw
good.
his caddy, you know him, Carl, who used to coach at
Saw his
Pepperdine.
caddy?
Yeah,
Oh, was that his coach?
he was like an assistant at Pepperdine.
Oh, okay.
I injured my back in September.
Yeah.
I herniated a disc, so I couldn't play until January. I've been working out a lot to try to get like stronger and more stable, all that stuff. This is a blast from the past, man. I haven't been here in so long. I remember when Danny Wax took me here for the first time.
Dude, he's the fucking ball, dude. Dude, how many of the guys on tour have no clue when they're talking to you that you could play?
No, I think they know. I think that's why they
They
I've done a few
absolutely-
things where like I played in like this Myrtle Beach thing we did where it was like the winner got a spot and I beat a bunch of like the YouTubers and Willie Wilcox and I played in like a good thing and we finished second. So like I think they know, which I think is part of the reason why they have like some level of respect.
For sure they do.
Yeah.
Like when you go out there, you can tell someone that can't play golf.
Totally.
Just the questions you ask are golfer questions too. So what's been going on with the ball striking?
So honestly, it's the shorter clubs, not a big problem. I get this like wild block with driver.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's because of something's off with the turn. I can't,
Are you hitting a cut with the driver?
it's every which way.
Okay.
And I can't, the one thing that really bothers me is I can't hit a long iron flush that doesn't hook like 20 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think I really struggle. And I sent you that one video one time where you were like, it's good, and then you just stop. And so I think there's a lot of like that going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny, that's the first time your right leg is turned. I bet you some of that. Johnny, do me a favor, just on one.
Yeah.
Just turn his hip, but it doesn't turn much on the backswing, does it?
No.
That's probably another restriction to his back too. Bend your knees just a, yeah, just bend your knees and just, he'll let you go on the downswing. Okay, do it again. Good. Yeah, he has very little, like the backswing playing before, because he had very little turn, was going more up and out. See that right there? Now, watch what, that's where I think that pull comes from too, with the longer clubs. Now you can see you turn better. The club dropped in the slot better.
Yeah, it was
See that?
way shallower.
Way shallow without trying. I just think that like you're blocking. That's probably where that pull's coming from. Because the swing looks good overall, but you see how much different the path was?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like on my right arm instead of in the middle. See, that feels so crazy.
That feels crazy?
Like, yeah, it feels crazy.
You feel like you're loaded different, huh?
I just feel like I'm like this.
Does it?
Yeah.
You said it in the backswing, you're like, that feels crazy. Yeah, that's right on your form, perfect too. Yeah, see his hips are that works normal now. See the hip starts to move in a little bit right there, full turn.
Yeah, that looks way better.
That's a great turn. That's a great turn. When we see the longer, I can't wait to see the line. I'm gonna let him just do it and see what happens. Another thing, go ahead, set up one more time.
Do you want me to hit it?
Yep. So I think part of the reason also, do it again.
It's all skinny.
So go, set up again. So I think you lock your legs out, bend your knees a little bit, and just a tiny bit, and then round the middle spine just a tiny bit right there. Good, good. Now when he turns you, you'll feel more balanced. Now go ahead and turn back. See how much more balance you probably felt?
That was way better.
Because when you're here and Johnny's turning you, let's just say I exaggerated, and I'm out here and you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm gonna fall over, right? So now when he turned you, you felt like you were in balance, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I remember. So like, you basically taught me how to play. And I remember I was really self-conscious about my posture.
Yeah.
And then I remember you telling me like, don't chase Adam Scott.
Exactly, just soften it, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that like why are you against that?
Well, so when you look at this, I'll just show you from down the line here. When Adam Scott sets up and his back is real straight, it makes you real tall, right?
Yeah.
So that means the back of the armpits get way out where? On the toes, right? So Adam Scott plays the ball off the hosel. So as he goes back for balance, he moves this way and then it's back on plane, right? So everybody who's over here like this, and they start to back away from it, what happens? They miss the ball, so they either get way into out or way across it just to hit sweet spot. So no one can stay in this posture. It's impossible. No one ever has, because if you did, you'd fall over. So people are always backing out this way through the ball. So for you, when you were setting up a little more here, it's very hard to finish a turn. When you're like, if someone says turn from here, it's way easier. Does it make sense? When you're out here like this, it's really hard to finish a turn.
So you're saying shoulders less far over?
Yeah, just a little bit more rounding in the spine will allow you to turn better. And it's way better for your back to just be softer in the spine. But I do love Adam, and he's badass. So Johnny, soften that back just a little more, because he turned good there. Just a little.
I'm going to be so self-conscious about how that looks.
Okay, so just do it one more time, Johnny. Round his middle spine just a little bit. Right there, good. Bend your knees a hair. Right there, good. Now you're going to see what it looks like. It doesn't look as bad as it feels. Now, let's just look at this real quick. So, from right here, this new app sucks. Okay, so see that right there? I want the back of the armpits, the back of these armpits right here. See, they're still on where? Your toes a little bit. See that right there?
Yeah.
So they're still on the toes. I want them over the balls of the feet.
So you want me to feel more?
Yeah, so a little more tall. So come over to the mirror real quick. Come here. Now set up like you're gonna hit and get down the line. Now set up just what your normal is. Okay. Now see the back of your armpits?
Yeah.
Look in the mirror. See they're over the toes?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is get them over the balls of your feet.
Tommy,
so stand up, widen your stance a little bit.
Tommy.
Yep, right there.
I think
Good.
wide might help that.
Yeah, because now you're shorter, right? Now look in the mirror. That's where you're gonna be balanced at. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it feels like the weights are on my heels, but that's probably because
We still want them on the balls of the feet though.
Yeah.
So you'll just not on the toes.
Okay.
That feels different.
Yeah. Wider might help me get down.
Yeah, because look, I always tell people when they're narrow, they're taller, so they have to reach the ball, right?
Yeah.
When I'm wider, I'd be really easy. I wouldn't have to round my spine. That's why when you see a girl with a straight back, like on the LPGA, it's why? Because they're shorter, right?
Yeah.
So they can afford to be. If you're 6'4", you can't have a straight back or you'd be like this, right?
Yeah.
So the shorter the person, and you're not short, so get a little wider. But it's also a wedge too, so you're like, right there. That's perfect balance. Now Johnny will turn you.
Crazy.
That's perfect. That's perfect backswing. Okay, watch this.
My balance is all off.
So look at where you're at right here. So see where your setup is? That doesn't look funny at all, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It looks normal.
Looks good.
Yeah. And then you always take it a little out, which I don't mind, as long as it gets back inside. That's sick.
Why do you think I'm so off balance on the through swing? Just not used to that pattern?
Well, no, you're just probably not. So look at when Johnny's turning you, look at where your left heel's at, and look at your shoes you're wearing are really high-heeled, right? Agree?
I didn't even think about that. But.
Okay, so the more high-heeled we get, it feels like super unbalanced when we turn through, right? Let's say I had high heels and someone asked me to do this, right? So if I had regular shoes or my flip-flops, that's easy to roll. Does it make sense?
Man,
so yours are really high.
Some grandpa shoes, I guess.
So that's why, look at Johnny's shoes. He plays in smaller, like,
yeah.
We don't play in real high shoes. Those shoes are sick though. With their high
They
heels.
look nice, but they might be screwing up my golf game.
Well, they're also making you what? Taller too. So yeah. Wider, get wider. There you go. That looks way.
I feel like
way
Kenny Perry. I'm like
Kenny Perry.
You just hit it like Kenny Perry.
Yeah, it was
sick.
Yeah, that is interesting. I never thought about the heel piece.
Yeah, the heel's different when. Dude, that looks great. Now, look at how good that looks. So you're back on perfect plane there.
That looks really sick.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow, that's how I used to swing it, bro.
Exactly.
I went and saw all these other teachers, and they were all telling me to get my posture right, and it's amazing how different everything like.
Well, everybody teaches way different. I just think a lot of things get fixed when the setup's right. Like Rory one day is like, I can't turn my hips, and we were in Sherwood, and he was over like this, and he's like, I can't turn my hips. I'm like, stand up like this and turn, and he looks down, and he's like, I'm all, yeah, because you're way bent over like this, but he also turns because his first move is where? Back to balance, right?
Yeah.
But then he goes out and gets it in downswing so it doesn't affect him. Does it make sense? So he gets a little bit more where? Out here, and watch his first move is balance, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets back in there. But most people who do that would be further away from the ball and just miss it, right? But
Right.
Rory gets back in and digs in there, so he can get away with it. You probably do a lot with Rory, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I talk
Wider,
to him.
wider, wider. That looks sick.
On the first tee, the Tommy threesome with Jason Single.
Dude, this swing's good, huh? Your swing's still good, dude.
Still got it, baby. Still got it. I have a chipping green in my backyard now, so my chipping's like out of control. So if I can start hitting it good, we might be able to play some real golf.
It's funny, we played yesterday at Valley Club.
In Montecito?
Yeah, that place is sick.
Sick.
So we go out there, and I missed like 5 greens, and every one of my chips was like to a foot. And all I did, we went camping because my kid just turned 2, and we went to Disneyland, and we went to monster trucks. And so there was this like area which was all grass, and I was sitting on this mat, and everybody's like, let's go do something. I'm all, dude, I'm just chipping. So like legit in your backyard, you can start getting good at chipping.
Really good.
I was
It's
so
amazing
good at
how much
chipping.
like chipping is like, just like intuitively reps. Like you figure out how to make good contact.
A good contact
Yeah.
and like legit landing spots and your feels,
Yeah.
and you start softening everything up.
You know Parker McLaughlin?
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah, he gives me a lot of chipping
He's
stuff.
great.
He's really good.
He's very simple too.
Yeah, he likes shallow. There's a big debate, you know, him and Joe
With
Mayo
him
go
and
at it.
Trackman,
Yeah, they go at it.
they always go at
They
it.
go fucking at
Extreme.
it. Well, he got
Which-
Victor chipping it really nice. And
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
What do you call it? Dude, I love them both. That's
Joe
the funny
Mayo.
part. They're fucking, they're both great.
So like this, right?
Little wider.
I gotta like get in this posture a lot just so it feels normal.
Bend the knees a little more, right there. Okay, so the little skank there,
Yeah.
when you skank it, to me, I feel like the hand path can move in a little bit earlier. So set up again. Especially with wedges. Okay, so you got them set right about here. Yeah, right there, good. Now, set up.
I feel like I got shot in the chest.
Okay, good. Whatever your feel is.
Yeah, that's a feel.
Okay, now go
Gunshot
grip it,
wound.
grip it.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to just feel a little bit more that way first before you actually turn it on plane. Does it make sense?
So you're saying it's going like this a little too
No,
much?
no, I'm saying it's just going out a little bit too much first. Okay, so set up one more time. So if we took it, it's gonna be a little deeper with the hands, and then you go to the top of your normal. Yeah, then normal. Yes, exactly. Good, one more. You'll get used to it in 2 seconds. When you went to other pros, what were you guys doing? Just different stuff with
So
path?
I got a lesson from Blackburn.
He's
and
my boy. I love Blackburn
He was
too.
very like in the gym, like see what your mobility is. And his big thing was like, the biggest thing he wanted me to think about was not moving toward the ball in the backswing. He was like, you're moving toward it, you got nowhere to go. So he wanted me to feel, first thing was like soften the right arm and feel like I'm just keeping
moving
my
back
distance.
more, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but so here's the deal. So when you ask me about the softening of the spine, if my spine's erect, right? Okay, and I have any left bend, which just means this with turn, right? So where's my head gonna go? Down, right? So my spine is rounded, and as I take it back, my spine goes up as my shoulder goes down. So he was trying to just get you to not go forward, but that's where you're naturally gonna go. So if I'm rounded, I can actually start to dig that shoulder as my spine's going up. Does it make sense? Yeah, see that right there?
Yeah.
So where you were just trying to move backwards probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
So soften the spine a little more, yep. Cool, again.
It's a good 8-iron.
It is a good 8-iron. Dude, that hand path was way better there. One more time, Johnny. Good. Now let's do this.
Super high launch.
Dude. Okay, so let's do this. Does that setup look weird to you? It looks
No,
balanced?
it looks good, yeah.
Probably feels really foreign.
It does.
Shallows out looks so good. That looks amazing, actually, now. That looks really, really good. It is. It's very good. Okay, now get his hip. I want to see the difference in this. Yeah.
How's that look?
That's great right there.
Okay. So what am I feeling here?
Same thing, just hit.
Okay. It feels like I'm gonna fall that way, but I'm not.
Let's see. Bend your knees a little bit. Right there, good. Okay, one more.
Right off the toe.
What'd you feel, Johnny? Okay. He just didn't keep turning through it. Okay, I want to see one from the face when you do that. Dude, that last swing looked even good too. The only difference is he does move into it.
Yeah.
You moved into that one. Okay, now set up. He does move into it for sure. Okay. Now let's set him up right. Good. Okay. Now what I want you to do here is let go of the club, and all I want you to do is put your arms across your chest. No, arms across chest.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Now just stand your spine up, but not your hips. Yep, right there. Good. Perfect. That's it. Now do it again. Go back down. Now go up again. Good. Now go start again. Now do that with your shoulders going down and turning up. Yes, right there. Feel that right there? Let's do it again. Yep, last one.
Feel like an upward pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, with the shoulder still going down. That's what we're feeling. If that makes sense. And then you'll want to go back down at it, and the downswing, it'll be fine. Okay, now let's check this. Now, what's the shorter irons do? Okay, let's see that head. That head didn't move at all, did it?
No.
Perfect. See, your face is open right now. That's the only difference. So your face is pretty open right at the bottom. See that right there?
Okay.
Let me see his face on. I want to see his grip. So you said hook him?
Yeah, I would say more, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we haven't really
When I
hooked
was
him.
good, when we were back in the day, I was hitting cuts all
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, now stay right where you're at. Now what I'm going to do is give you a little more tilt. That's it. Okay?
Left shoulder higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just looks neutral right there. Good. Good.
Cotton.
So what I see here, let's see this stays. Dude, that's sick right there. How'd you hit that one?
Good.
Okay.
A little bit of a cut, which was
Okay.
nice. I've just felt like for the last 3 years that like if I go at anything, it's gonna hook.
Okay.
Like I don't feel like there's any.
Like you want to kill it?
Yeah,
smash
like I can't smash it and not have it hook, which is a tough feeling. Because I watch the best players in the world, and they're swinging hard and hitting these like inside of the ball cuts, and I don't got
They're
that.
hitting more push cuts.
Yeah, exactly. Push
100%.
cuts. Yeah.
But their body lines are a little left. A little wider. Good. Now give me a little bit more spine tilt right there. Good. That's your first hook.
That's a good example of like when I feel like I swing good and hit one good and it goes like that.
So the head goes towards the target a little, and then it starts to back out there.
Yeah.
That's why I want to have a little more tilt up top.
That was really good.
Yeah, he's centered now, yeah. He almost goes the other way where you're wishing you did, Lance. Lance goes the other way. Oh, that's badass right there. See, he goes the other, he didn't move like all the way back. Now look at, that's money right there.
But a lot of setups changes. You're the big.
That is a big deal. I think the setup fixes the whole swing.
Yeah.
But I also think his ball position is back too. So let's say I'm hitting a chip shot, and a lot of players will be like back in their stance, and I see them already moving like this just to get height, right? So that's what a lot of people do when they're good players. They're just like, why am I always going back? I'm all, your ball's so far back. If you stayed on top of the ball would go so low.
So move it up?
Yeah, just one ball forward. That's too far forward. Right there's good. Finish the turn and go.
See, I dove at that one.
Exactly.
Oh! It's probably because I'm so used to it.
That's like middle front now. A little wider. Right there, good. That was a money setup.
That was it right there.
That was money setup.
Yeah. Falling just a hair right.
Now I know why you don't hit the driver as well as you want. Look at that right shoulder's not getting all the way back. For an iron, it doesn't have to get back.
That was one thing that Mark said. He was like, you're very good at the club going up and down.
Yeah.
When it has to go more this way, I
That's
struggle.
just that right shoulder getting all the way back. And I think that's probably what we're going to mess with the driver for sure.
Yeah.
And that's easy though. But that's exactly why I think your irons are probably pretty darn good.
Way
now.
better than the driver.
Yeah.
That's why I'm fucking dangerous.
And I bet you anything you're stacked with your driver too. You know what I'm saying? You're probably still stacked with the driver. And then what you're doing is not finishing the turn and just going like this. And it goes
go anywhere. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what happens. What'd you feel there? Besides
Just shit. Yeah. Little skinny, but I like the ball flight way better. Yeah. Like I like that it's going that way a little bit. I feel like I can actually release it and it's not just gonna hook.
Okay, a little wider. Okay, now take one to the top. Okay, do that again. Right there. Okay, now start from start. Now let's hit this one. Right there. Good. Okay, one more of those. Now that'll just be pure rotation through it. That probably felt weird, huh? Because I turned your neck back a little bit, which you've probably never done.
No.
Okay, go to the top again, get a feel. Right there, good. That'll help him turn. Now go ahead and hit it. Good. Now go ahead and hit a couple.
Again, I know it's not the right contact, but at least it's not hooking.
Well, when I look at it too, your neck is like mine. It goes this way, which stops turn, right? So just
Do you want me to feel like my chin goes that way?
just
almost?
a tiny, like everybody does, but yours goes like mine.
Yeah, it goes this way. What you're saying goes
Mine
this
goes
way.
exactly like yours. I'm left eye dominant, and I start looking like at the ball forward. So get enough tilt right there. That neck is way better when he did that. Is it? Yeah, because it's, so look at this. So set up like you're gonna hit right now. And I do this to all my players. I say, set up and look at the target when you're ready. Now look at the target. Okay, now, don't hurt yourself. Just take a backswing. Can't, right?
Yeah,
now
not
turn to
gonna
the top. Go ahead, turn to the top. Good. Now I say, now start down and start turning through it slow. So you can't, unless this goes, this can't rotate. You see that right there?
Yeah.
So the neck has a lot to do with how much we can turn back. Because if your neck's looking like mine, like this, it's like, fuck, I can't finish my turn.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's happening with the driver. So I'll give you one feel again. Okay, go to the top. Right there. Yeah. I know you didn't like that, but that's way better with the neck. You'll get that in 2 seconds. Johnny, it's easier to turn when he does that? Okay.
Never thought about my neck in the golf swing before.
Me neither. Most people don't. And then Jack Nicklaus started talking about it.
Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah, he starts there. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like JT does that too.
All of them turn it back. I just like, they don't talk about it.
Yeah, they don't talk about it.
No, they just do
I gotta
it.
talk about it.
I mean, this might be racist, but I'm not trying to be. Every Korean or Asian that I see, they have these big backswings in their necks, like over here. And if their neck was, they would have no turn, right?
Right.
These big turn. So it's almost like what you almost have to feel like for you personally.
So I'm Sungjae now, you're saying?
Not all of them, just like some of them. I don't see many other people doing it.
Siwoo is my favorite, probably my favorite
Siwoo
guy
is
out
the
there.
man.
He's so cool.
I love Siwoo. Every time I see him, I'm like, Siwoo.
Yes,
Dude,
right
that
there.
was sick.
That
Look at
felt
your neck.
way
Look at your
better.
neck. See
Yeah.
that right there? So this right here, what we call your median line on your cap, is pointed towards where? Your outside of your foot. You see that right there? It's there where it's usually pointing where? Over there. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I actually that was probably the best one I've hit so far.
But that to me, I'd say I used to just put a pencil in my mouth or a T in my mouth and just watch it go to here. And it took me 2 seconds because mine honestly did exactly what yours did. And as soon as I started, I felt like I was freer to turn. Setup looks good. Dude, that neck is way, way better.
That's really pure.
Yeah, look at that. Way different with that neck.
Yeah.
So that neck tilt's a big deal for a lot. Look at how much
That's
better.
so much
way
better.
Now you're turning.
Yeah.
I think that's going to help your driver.
Yeah,
You're good, Lance.
I really never thought about the neck for 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, you've been probably doing that forever, so have I. Johnny always tells me that. When I chip, I'm like, yeah, even when I putt, my eyes start doing that. I think yours probably does that too on your putting. It's like, this guy's a good putter, though. Yeah, he's always a good. Everybody at Brentwood's a good putter, bro.
That was so much more flush. So I like that move with the neck. Can I do it? I can do it before. I can do it whenever.
Because now you have the mobility to turn. That's it. It's just helping you turn. What it also is doing is helping his backswing path. It's not going.
It just feels a lot freer.
Yeah, it is way freer. It's baller status. You're also turning through the shot better too. Yep. Okay, he turned it, but he moved into that one. That's
Moved into it?
Yep.
Okay.
So around that spine.
Southside Chicago.
Eyes back, extend. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's really good.
What iron's that?
8.
That's money. It's
Yeah.
fucking really pure. So look at the head doesn't move as forward, and then.
I mean, it still moves a little forward, but it's probably always
but not
going to.
as forward. That's
Yeah.
for damn.
Yeah.
I think it was moving more forward than that. So
For sure.
So he's right. So what happens, like a lot of players, I always tell them, I put them up against that pole, and I say, listen, it's allowed to go down, but it never moves into it. It never moves into it in downswing. Everybody moves down, but they're not moving towards the ball.
Yeah.
Because what happens there, you get jammed to it. Ball.
Yeah, I feel like the
fucking
best.
goes everywhere.
One thing that Mark told me was like, what I was doing was going down and back, and he was saying the best players in the world go up and then,
And then
down.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I was gonna ask you about this. Like, I don't think you wanted to be one of those guys who's on tour every single week.
No, that's why I'm not.
Why?
Well, I was. I was there from like 2015 to like 2020, and then my wife had the kid, and then Akshay wanted me like traveling with him, and I did, and then he's like, "Are you not going to travel?" And my wife was pregnant, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I started losing all my players that were on tour, and I was fine with
Because
that.
you weren't traveling.
Because I wasn't traveling, but I was still killing it with the membership and the tools and all the other, and I like it being here, so it was cool.
Yeah.
But now, I'm kind of bored being at home all the time, even though I love my kid, but now I'm starting to travel again. I'm going to be traveling with Wolf on the, what do you call it?
Live?
Yeah, and then, I've got a bunch of other players coming up that are going to be on tour, so I'll be out there again.
Went toward it, huh?
Yep.
I can feel it when it feels like
It went forward, yep.
I lose my level a little bit. Tilt.
Tilt, spine, good. Neck tilt and stay up.
I didn't stay up again. It's lungy.
Okay, I'll do one with you. Go again. So go top. Yep, that feels good. That's loaded. Now do it again. Let's hit this one. One more. So you can go down after I keep you up.
Okay.
Give him, one more toe. There you go.
There it is. Wow. That one
But
was
you
so
stayed
good.
up and I turned you.
Because I felt like I hit that so hard and it cut, which is foreign.
And that neck, you didn't fight me with that neck.
No. I love that.
As soon as it goes here, it stops everything. It stops all his turns. So when I get him up, he turns. Yeah, see how different that is? That's the key right there. Yeah.
This is 4-iron.
Yeah.
So I'm still wide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now you'll be able to reach it easier. That setup looks great. Wow. Okay, okay. That was stripe.
Yeah, that was stripe. My balance stinks, but we can work
Your
on that.
balance.
Maybe because I'm wearing high heels, like I'm going.
Yeah, because you're
I'm
on
going
that.
to Cinderella's ball.
Look at how big these things are.
Bro, I look like I'm wearing Jordans.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's good. You're like, when you watch Johnny, his foot goes just like yours, but it's like that. Right?
Yeah, well, this thing is not gonna.
It is hard when you have those high heels. I'm telling you, it's hard to roll.
I wanted some extra height today for the camera. I feel like Ludwig in this setup.
Yeah, it is exactly Ludwig's setup.
Me and Ludwig, you know? When we're playing our best, it's just us two. See, it's also low.
Well, that one was.
You didn't think the one before that was low?
Yeah, no, that was bad. Oh, that was fucking sick.
Right. Not hitting the best ball in the world either.
Yeah, oh, that's true. These things are limited flight. You know why they suck?
Why?
Because of Wolf.
You just beat him up too hard?
He'd hit him over the fucking thing and hit cars all day.
So you had to get ones?
Yeah, so they wouldn't fly over.
Right off the toe, but
That was toe.
yeah.
That's moving into it.
Moving into it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that feeling, right?
Just to feel.
Yep.
Okay. Deeper and head higher.
Yeah, go ahead. Still a tiny bit moving.
I can play that though.
Yeah, you're not, I mean, you haven't hooked one.
It's true. It's progress.
So it's a last second fall and you see it, Johnny?
On the backswing or on the through swing?
On the backswing.
So when it gets all the way to the top?
Yeah, no, it's just like, it was about left arm parallel, it started moving in.
Okay.
And it should definitely move in later. That looks great setup. Finish the turn.
Hit it?
Yeah, let it swivel, Johnny. Do it again.
I'm gonna switch gloves. I think I have one more. I'm sweaty. I'm still the sweatiest guy in America.
The glove?
I have the rain gloves.
Dude, all he's got to do is get those hips back. Put that weight there for a second. Put the weight. Okay. So set up like you're gonna hit. Okay, set up like you're gonna hit. Okay, now put the weight there. Now what I want you to do is just put your heel, like push your heel into it at the top. Go top. Push your heel into it. Yeah, no. In the backswing. Put it closer, Johnny. And lift the heel off the ground. This isn't what you're really gonna do. No, put right there. Do it one more time. Now hold right there. Now I want you to grind into that. Feel that right there? No downswing, no downswing yet.
Okay.
So go up again. Push it. Now watch me.
Yeah, I'm having a real hard time with
It's okay.
that one.
So watch this. So if I have this here and someone says go to the top, see how loaded I am into that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do it, you're like kind of like this, right? I want you to actually load into that and turn.
Okay.
So, yep, right there, but more pressure over here, right there. Feel that? Your heel's off the ground, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now this pressure is going to be right there. So that's a full turn. That's loaded. Do you feel like more pressure here on the ground? Help me with those hips, Johnny. Do it again. One more time. Start again. Yep, more right there. That's what we want you. Do it again. Yeah, right there. Last one. Yeah. See how much more pressure? This is like almost pushed back over here, and that's there. Okay, again. Yeah, right there. Feel that? That's way, way different. Now you have more pressure there. Now we're talking. That feels way different, right?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Doesn't that feel better?
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too. I just go up against the wall and I put my foot up against where it's ducked out, and like, let's say this is the wall, and I go like this, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I can really dig in that ground now, if that makes sense. Yeah, it feels like you're turning. Yeah, there you go. Now you're using that those legs. Hell yeah. Okay, so that feels a lot different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's way, way deeper. Yeah.
That's what we did with him today.
That's exactly the word.
Yeah.
Because when you watch like Matt Wolf or you watch Rory, they all plant their left foot square. So here's square, right? So they all start like this, and they all look like at the very top, they're like moving like this way, see that? And then they slam that foot, right?
Yeah.
And you watch Nicholas did the same thing, and you watch Jamie Sadlowski, all their hips like turn that way. So when you stay like this is you right here. Now it's like, yeah, it feels different, huh?
Yep, totally. Same thing, right?
Yep. Huh? Yeah, we'll start getting this driver good, I guarantee it. Watch this. So, if I had a ball on my hip and one on my head, I start with tilt, I finish right there. See that right there?
Yeah.
You're like here and then having to go really far back. Now watch my head here. See my head in the shadow? It's where? Behind it by impact. So you jump in there, face the shadow. Yep, you'll face your shadow. I'll
I'm
move it
so
to you.
confused.
Set up like you're gonna hit.
Okay.
Okay, so all I did was put a ball on your head, so tilt your head to here. No, start from start. Put the driver in your hand, like you're gonna hit. Widen your stance. Good. Now, what I want is that much tilt right there. Now go to the top. Good. Now see your head's on center, finish. Yep, and a little more pressure going that way, but the head's still staying there.
Okay.
Do it again.
That.
Yes. Finish it. Good, see your head's too forward. Back a little more. Start right there, good. Yeah, now actually your legs are going that way, but your upper body's staying there, right?
Is that good?
Yeah, yeah, so finish it. Yeah, now hold right there, last one. Now I'm gonna pull the shoulder back a little more. See that retraction? Good.
Yeah.
One more. That's gonna get that pressure to that left leg. And now when you swing down, your head will be behind it. Yeah, now you let it go back. Yeah, now that's a full turn.
Okay.
That looks badass. Finish the turn and hit up on it. Go again. Dude, I guarantee you start striping in 2 seconds. So just finish the turn you're thinking and then just hitting up on it. More tilt, Johnny.
Up on it.
Yep, get his pelvis back a little more. Right there, good. Finish the turn.
I feel like I'm loaded behind it before I even
Yeah,
swing.
you should be, yes.
Yeah.
100%. Finish the turn, hit up. Good.
That feels crazy.
I know, don't duck the left foot out as much. Good, because it'll help you turn that left leg in. Finish the turn and rip. Dude, his swing is perfect. It's just like, it's all the setup and finishing. That looks normal, right?
I mean, it looks crazy. I mean, it felt crazy, but it looks normal, yeah.
And look at how good that
Yeah,
turn
it's
is.
way better.
Boom, that's much
Yeah,
better.
that was way better. That was way better. I remember when I used to hit the fence here. Tell me they're limited flight balls.
They're so, you'd hit a real ball over the fence, no problem. No problem.
All right, so
And you're dead in the wind.
that feel is like I'm so far behind it,
Yep,
even though I'm not.
no, pelvis, Johnny. Right there, good.
So what am I feeling here?
Just finish the turn again and fucking rip. Good.
Why do you think I'm falling back like that?
Because you should, because you're trying to hit up on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're starting a little stacked, you move a little towards it, now you have to go where?
Back.
And see what you do with your handle? That's awesome for irons. Driver, he's holding it on for like, that's why it's going lower probably, and if anything, blocky more.
Yeah. So feel like I release it?
No, I feel like if you started right here, you wouldn't want to go back as much. You just turn through the shot. Don't try and release it more. A little more tilt, Johnny. Right there, he always moves it back, yep. Finish it, finish the turn. So the difference between you and Rory,
Is quite a few things.
okay, so this looks great. I'd get that knee in a little bit more, Johnny, but you can see your right shoulder. Now watch my shoulder. So retraction is just a big word for just pulling the shoulder blade back, right? So as we go back, this is like Rory right there. You watch his right shoulder is the most retracted on tour, so it looks like, huh, and yours looks like this. See that right there? So that shoulder's gonna pull back a little bit more.
See, that's I think one of the reasons why they tried to get rid of that for me, get me more like this, was so that I wouldn't, because like, isn't that what you're talking about, getting more like that?
Retract, but that goes at the very top of the swing. So we start in protraction just so we can reach the ball. Retract your shoulders. How are you gonna reach the ball?
Yeah,
It
not
feels
going
stupid,
to.
right? So everybody's in protraction. Now take it like halfway back. Good. Now right about here is where that thing's gonna pull back.
Okay.
See that right there?
I see what
Good.
you're saying.
Do it again. One more time.
Pull it back around my spine.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. So that's what he does, is right there he starts to pull that
Got
blade
it,
back. And
got
that
it.
gets pressure
I'm
different.
excited to hit this one.
Okay. Finish the hips and the shoulders. He still could get it back even more. That was better though.
That was
wasn't
really
it?
good. Really good. And again, it's not
And
going,
your-
it's not
and
going
your-
that way.
Exactly, and your
Yeah.
head didn't go back as much with your pressure because it was back more.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Let's say I don't turn at all. and I just went straight up arms, everyone's gonna go like this just to get inside, right? But when we have that full turn, we don't want to feel like we go back as much. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So get that thing all, go up top with Johnny one time. Retract it, Johnny. Yeah, that feels, we do that to everyone, everybody trips. Now, Rory starts like you do, stacked, okay? But you watch.
What do you mean stacked? You mean on my left side?
Like on your left side, yes.
Okay.
So that's centered, that's more right, correct? But Rory also moves where? Off the ball before he starts to recenter. Does it make sense? So he moves off. So if you wanted to not start that, you'd have to move off the ball, and you don't move off. You move immediately towards the target, right?
Okay.
So you either start with your old setup and feel like your upper body moves off the ball in one. Then I'm gonna see if this feels better. Start stack like you normally do, right there. Now just take one at the top and stop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would move off it a little bit more. So just hit one from like that part, where you feel like your normal setup, and then move off it a little bit and finish the turn. That's what Rory would do.
That was really good.
Okay, so that felt good, right?
Yeah.
So I tell everybody, I say, listen, I don't care if you start with tilt. Here's the optimal tilt right about, see my head on the shadow? See it? Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So Rory would start right here and he'd go
Yeah.
like that. Does it make sense? Or you just start.
But so you're saying because my body naturally doesn't go that way, we got to start there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you just did it good from your old setup, so
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. If you feel like you can do it,
If I can just move off it.
You move off it and finish the turn, and you'll recenter. Did you feel like you moved off that?
I don't know. I feel like that's a trick question, so probably not.
Oh, dude, no. Look at this. He did on both of them. On the one he hit good too. This is the. Watch. See your head move where? More back, and you finish the turn, and then
That looks
that's
so much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
So you were. I think you were fucked from the start, just because setup and no turn, you're just like fucking.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just going like this.
Exactly, and then how am I going to get back? You're just like, I got to get hit up on it.
So move
right?
off.
I think it's just a big turn and rip.
South side of Chicago.
Yep, big turn and rip.
Oh no. Where does that come from?
Oh, you didn't turn through that. You actually just went backwards without the turn.
Okay.
That was sick, actually. The backswing looked great. Finish it. I want to feel like on this next one, I feel like he's exiting. Let me see if that was the same. Do one more. Meaning, I want to see if it's the same thing every time. This makes a lot of sense now. Finish that turn. So do me a favor right now and set up like you're going to hit.
Okay.
And I want you to take one practice swing. And you like to hit cuts, but I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to keep it on the outside of this on one swing with your path.
Okay.
Okay. So take one practice swing right over it. Yeah, exactly. And let it go. Like you're going to hit a big high draw.
Hit it?
Yeah. Finish the turn first. Cool. Okay. Now I want to.
There it is.
I want to see
and
its
it's still
exit.
cutting.
So that club's from inside a little bit, and then look, your exit's on the shoulder, okay?
Yeah.
So your exit was getting a little bit low.
Okay.
A little bit low.
I think that was me trying to hit cuts, basically.
100%, but
Yeah.
I would like to see you exit like that, then move body lines and hit the push cut, like you were saying. Finish the turn, hit up on it. Good.
That's it right there.
So your driver's a little where? Inside the line there, right?
Yeah.
That's where all the greatest drivers are at. Iron player's the opposite. They're more on top of it. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
The driver's a little under. Now, why is it not really under is because every degree we're in and up, like Rory's 6 degrees where? Up, 6 degrees from the inside, zeroes out the path.
Got it.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So the more you're under and up, you're gonna hit your driver a lot better. And that's why when you probably try and hit the cut, it's too swipey cutty.
Yeah, no good.
Big turn, hit up on it. Good.
That's so good.
Look at the clubs come from the inside and then exiting on the shoulder exactly like Rory now. You can tell Rory you have the same swing.
Thank you so much. That was
see
fun.
you.
All right, so I got to feel like I'm tilting,
Yep,
south side of Chicago, moving up, and then up.
exactly. So a baseball, there, that was the best one. See that right there? You go. Now look
Yeah.
at me. So when I play in the major leagues and I actually pitched, it's pushed, right? See
Yeah.
right there? So when are they pushing? They're pushing in the downswing, right? So when you watch like someone like Rory, he's actually starting to push and where? Still in the backswing. You see that right there? So that right leg is pushing. That's what you look like. Before you look like your leg was just like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but your upper body's still back. Now let that left knee move in. Yep, right there, good. Yes, right there. Finish it. Yeah, now you feel the difference.
Yeah.
That feels more athletic too.
I feel like I'm behind it and I can actually swing up
Get
on
up
it.
on it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest key.
All right, Jake.
That's it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Hey, great to meet you.
You too.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'll hit you up with some progress, G.
Fuck yeah. I know you
Got to
will.
break the 76 train.
I know, Mr. 76 is what he calls me.
Wait, what?
I call
when?
him
It's not a good name, right?
No, I got yours, Johnny.
Mr. 76.
This guy's Mr. 65
Hey, great
back
to
in the
meet
day,
you.
dude. You'll get it back.
I know, I will. I appreciate you.
You got it, G. We'll see you soon. See you guys.
All right, is the driver staying in the bag, Dan?
The driver's staying in the bag for now because it's not hooking. That's the biggest thing for me is like I for so long was feeling like if I swung at it with any sort of ferocity, it was just going left. So I'm excited that I feel like I'm moving behind it and I can actually hit up on it without having to like, you know, sort of manipulate my body. So as is always with George, I remember driving back as a kid and being like, I need to process that. It's probably gonna take a couple hours to figure out exactly what I'm gonna focus on. But good thing is I have this video for posterity's sake. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you picked up something. Like and subscribe, please. Dan on Golf Life, like and subscribe.